Hello everyone, it's Jessie Kalen, and I wanted to do a Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energetic reading. I was inspired to do so at this point in time. You can look at it as a twin flame reading. I will probably mention twin flames as we go along. But the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine reading is really about the unionization of the two. So the Father Creator and the Mother Womb, of which that creation was originally intended, we all have both of those energies within us. So if you're not living a twin flame experience, this message can be about internal balancing between yourself and understanding different aspects of yourself, what your masculine side needs, what your feminine side needs. And then, again, this can also be very beneficial to the twin flame community, and I felt a huge heart and solar plexus opening and connecting. So if that's who this message needs to get to, welcome. I am also living a twin flame experience, and perhaps part of the reason why I wanted to do this reading was because I had a dream of my twin flame last night. So let's just see what we have going on here. I'm going to be using at first the Butterfly Oracle by Doreen Virtue. I used it in today's Instagram, which you can follow me at Jessie Kalen 777. And also, if you would like a personal reading with me, all of that information will be down below. Basically, you send the payment through PayPal or Venmo. If it's through PayPal, choose friends and family, and then email me at jessiekalen777.com with your question or concern. And the process is the same for scheduling a Reiki session, a healing Reiki session, which also will include a guided meditation. I'm really thinking that the Reiki session, I haven't scheduled one yet, but I think that will be happening over Skype, if that's possible. That way I can guide you through a meditation. If not, long distance Reiki, it does not matter how, when. I just think that if it's at all possible, a guided meditation would be extremely beneficial to the process. Okay, so all right, so this was the Divine Masculine. This popped out, new career. So that energy within each of us individually, we are thirsting for that longing of fulfillment. Now, it doesn't have to be like a new career move or a career change. It can be a new step. Progress is what I just heard in that realm. Okay, so Divine Masculine energy really kind of tightening up ship and harnessing that linear power of this is how we will get things accomplished. All right, and then self-care popped up for the Divine Masculine as well. So we have new career and self-care. Don't forget to live life for yourself. Watch out for number one. Always and forever, don't sacrifice too much for other people's free will. It's not for you to take care of other people. It's for everyone to take care of themselves. Always. That's what judgment is about. You know, you can't help people fix themselves. You can't interfere in anybody else's life. Only you can do what you do in the way that you do it, and only you can change your circumstance, as a reminder. But I'm also getting to pamper yourself. Feed your Divine Masculine side. If you're a Divine Masculine encapsulation and you are a very male-oriented energy, it's okay to get a manicure. It's okay to take a long bath. It's okay to go to the spa and get a skin treatment and a hair treatment and a haircut. It's okay to feed your Divine Feminine side in that way, right? That balance. While we are feeling so self-propelled, which was today's card, self-employment, and it was that feeling of self-propulsion. But with that self-propelling nature, that self-reliance, right? It goes onto the other stream of that leads to the river of the soul of like, only you can take care of yourself, right? People who love you, I'm sure, would like sit you down and be like, hey, just so you know, like, you're starting to worry me, or you need a break or whatever. But again, you are not their responsibility. So as much as you can, you know, take those foundational movements forward, take those signs and opportunities as they come, and take care of yourself in whatever way you need to along the way. I'm also getting relaxing, reading a book, just kind of unplugging, right? You can do that for a day. You can absolutely do that for a day. You can't really afford not to. Someone out there needed to hear that. All right. And one more card. All right. Decisions. Yeah, the Divine Masculine energy is really feeling Like they know which direction to go to, and now's the time to take action on that. All right. And there's really no question about which way to go and how to go. There's really, the answers are there. And so it's the divine masculine in all of us that needs to like step up and do it. Man up. Harness that co-creative power and continue forward in this momentum. Okay, so let's get 3 cards for the divine feminine. This time around, there was no like mental space, emotional space. It simply was. So let's get a feel for the divine feminine. The divine feminine is hurting a little bit, feeling a little bit excluded, working for acceptance and her place. Okay, so we have 4 cards that came out. So, and again, the human experience is vast and infinite. So you can have the male experience of harnessing that energy, and you can also have the more emotional space of the divine feminine energy. So we have get some rest, along hand in hand with that self-care with the divine masculine. But right now, for the divine feminine, I'm feeling a little bit of a monkey mind. Right? So if you are more of the divine feminine of the counterpart of the twin flame community, put the concerns, and especially if you're not in union, but even if you are, like if the relationship is of a concern, set it down. Set it down. Work on you. But really releasing, this is more releasing your concerns to your angels, to talk with your counterparts' angels, to interfere or interact with their energies. It's not your place. Again, with that message, it's not your place or responsibility to imprint on anyone any sort of changes. It's completely up to them. So any concerns, any worries, and this is not just about the divine partnership, but divine feminine energy, whatever is starting to creep up on your mind, lay it down. Don't entertain those thoughts too much. Recognize that you have those thoughts and then choose not to dwell on them. Oh, I had this thought. Well, I don't need to be thinking about that right now. Is there anything I can do? No. Is there anything I can say? No. So acceptance of circumstance and acceptance of allowance. That's acceptance and allowance are pretty much the same thing, but allowing things to unfold around you and not putting any yearning or any sort of grabby energy around what it is that you want, because the divine masculine energy is on it. All right? The divine masculine energy is on it, so the divine feminine energy can really take a back seat for right now and recharge and self-soothe and self-love, right? But really on an individual basis, it is suggested that the divine masculine energy sort of take the wheel for a little bit and let the divine feminine take a nap in the back seat. Okay? Because with the divine feminine, seeking and finding, right? Get some rest. Don't put out what the divine feminine seeks is seeking her. All right? It's okay. It's coming. It's coming. And where the divine feminine can find these things, where she ought to seek what she seeks, is within. So that's another thing about the get some rest. Don't run around like a chicken with the head cut off. If you're fairly imbalanced this week or heavily divine feminine, you may find yourself being tugged in a direction of like, I need to get things done. That divine masculine energy kind of popping up with the decisions and whatever. And if you're heavily divine feminine, it can feel a little haywire, right? And so that's really what this message is about for the divine feminine. Get some rest and tap into your divine masculine. And if you are in union with a twin flame and that divine masculine energy is like really on it and like a heavy part of the scale right now, it's okay for you to lighten your load and let them take control for a little bit. And make a decision or two in the relationship. I am getting foundational. I am getting monetary. I am getting physical 3D. So especially if you are in union, and even if you're not, the divine masculine energy is setting up a sort of foundational aspect to bring to the table. And it's okay. And divine feminines, please don't worry. Please don't worry, because what you want will come to you in due time. All right. Heavenly signs, and keep the faith. They came out together, divine feminine energy. All right. Keep the faith, heavenly signs. You don't need to worry. You don't need to stress. You don't need to figure it out. And in fact, the divine feminine energy will be more helpful in and contributory to the union, to the energy, to the global consciousness, if she allows herself to settle down, relax, and simply expand in a positive vibration with positive ways of thinking. Truly feeling that whatever she seeks will find her. Instead of chasing these energies, instead of spending your energy, divine feminine, in trying to make things happen and trying to chase things down, just keep the faith and be the flower that attracts the butterfly. Yes? You're not necessarily the butterfly chasing down nectar. You are the flower that is in development. So get to know your nectar. Allow it to permeate into every essence of your being so that it radiates into the ether and attracts in exactly what it is that you want. Wow. All right. They want me to pull another card from another deck, from the Gaia Oracle. Pardon my reach. Still haven't had the best setup yet, but you know what? It's a good setup. It's my setup, and I'm taking it for what it is, yes? Gaia Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. And we're going to get one card for each. So can I get a card for the Divine Masculine, please, Spirit? Achievement. Keep focused on your dreams. And this also radiates with the individual selves, that divine masculine energy really taking the reins and making things happen and assuring the divine feminine energy. How often do we have conversations with ourselves in our own head? This is like, you can tell yourself to calm down. You can tell yourself that everything's going to be okay. You can take your goal and reduce it into a step-by-step process, and you should be feeling good about each step accomplished. Don't berate yourself or think that you need to move any faster. That's the divine feminine energy kind of like overtaking and creating the monkey mind aspect, because structure is needed at this point in time, and divine feminine energy is naturally not very structured. It's far out. It's spiral, right? So it can feel a little overwhelmed when there's a little bit of a lack of structure, but the structure is coming. So lean on that side of yourself to get through this next little chunk of time. I don't know. And it's just for what you're experiencing right now. Divine feminine, intuitive communication, silent whispers of the heart. Intuitive communication, right, Angel? The divine feminine does not need to do much to create much. Yes, the divine feminine can take some time right now and simply sit, meditate, and work the law of attraction in her and their favors. Right? In her favor, in the union's favor for twin flames, in their favor as in like the two energies that make up the singular experience of an egotistical consciousness. It's going to be okay. The divine feminine side can chill for a little bit because the divine masculine is on it. All right. And then they want me to pull a card from the Flower Therapy by Doreen Virtue, just to get a glimpse. Just to get a glimpse on the twin flame community and those experiencing that sort of bond, whether you are in union or not. Okay, so let's cleanse the deck over some candlelight. Yeah, the lighting is still somewhat strange. I still have yet to get a lamp, but okay, new beginnings. Banksia, take this as an opportunity to rise from the ashes, stronger and more determined. New beginnings. So this is a major message of hope for those who are in separation and in a repel stage in particular, like if there is no communication whatsoever, but flame is, it's okay. Start from scratch and take this reading for the divine feminine and divine masculine self. Don't put too much definition. Oh, my divine masculine is finally getting his shit together, and no. I mean, yes, but try not to put any sort of egotistical limitations on it, and be very open, because you have no idea what's going on in their world, right? But this new beginnings, even if you are in union, it's about fresh approaches. It's about individual startings. Okay. I'm feeling, a bubble of truth. Just a cosmic wave of new experiences, of new replenished sense of purpose. Right. And so again, with that career card, like, just because it's a new career doesn't mean that, like, your career that you've been in for 25 plus years isn't about to take a turn or have an addition, or maybe you'll sell part of the company. There's changes happening here, and it's for the greatest good of all involved, including the collective consciousness, the global consciousness of unity of spirit with every human and every creature on this earth and beyond. Okay, so take this new wave of energy, harness it, let that divine masculine with each sense of self really be fed and fueled by this energy, and let the divine feminine take a rest so that she can dream properly. And actually, that is so appropriate. So right now, the divine masculine is taking care of the 3D reality, and the divine feminine is taking a rest in the back seat. But because of that rest, because of that no need for immediate attention in the 3D world, she, the divine feminine energy in all of us, is co-creating the future. Lots of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey, ethereal sort of work to be done, which really requires the divine feminine energy to be calm and centered. Okay? So if you find yourself getting away with yourself, tell your divine masculine self, tell that divine feminine self to, like, take a chill pill. I got this. Bring it back to the present moment, bring it back to reality, and let the divine masculine energy sort of take the reins. Alrighty, there it is. Thank you so much for being here. I love you for loving yourself, and I hope these kinds of messages continue to help people along their journey. Mwah. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.